Well, welcome back to the channel. 007 still here. We just got to the top of this first climb of the day here at day 16, and so it's still early. It's like 7:30. It's really hoping to see the sun coming up here. It's supposed to have great views, but Mother Nature and fog decided no. So the good news is this is our big climb of the day and we already got it done, so that worked out. I want to apologize for yesterday's video. The microphone, I think rain kept getting in the microphone a little bit and would muffle the sound. There's nothing I could do about it, so hopefully it didn't bother you too much. But I did want, that's one of the reasons I brought the GoPro, to be able to tape in the rain. Many of the still pictures I took with the GoPro. But anyway, so yeah, good night last night. Looks like it's gonna be a great day. And Trip's already left me in the dust way up here. Man's an animal coming up the hills. And it's not that he excels on the hills. He keeps the same pace on the flat and down and the hill. And when I get on a hill, I shift down a gear. So it's all good though. All right, let's see what today brings. It should be a good day. Well, the fog's lifting just a little bit. Not quite enough yet to get any good views, but you can see the trail with no problem. That's for sure. We're 2.5 miles into our day. We scheduled to go 9. We're gonna see how we feel at 9. Might push in another 3 to do 12. And the reason being, tomorrow is Fontana Dam, and want to just relax there a little bit. They have a nice shelter there, has showers, and you know, it's a pretty good setup. So if we have 10 miles tomorrow as opposed to 13-ish, you know, we can get in there earlier and just relax there a little bit. Sometimes body just needs a break, you know. So we'll figure that out as we go today. I wanted to, 2 things. One, wanted to thank Moneypenny. Man, you know, I realize every day there is no way I could do this without her support. I mean, we try to talk every night, especially when I have cell service, and you know, it's just always something. You know, I need I need this. Now I have a box at home, you know, with stuff I thought I might need, or you know, good possibility, you know, to repair something. And being she sends a box about every 5 days, you know, I call her and she digs through the box and sends me a picture of what she thinks it is, and then, you know, I say, yep, that's it, and she'll throw it in a box to send me. And the food, you know, I can only do this with on the keto diet, with that her sending that, and that, just no way I could do this. I know there's people that have done the hike without that kind of support as a keto diet, but like yesterday at the Knock, you know, they had food there, but it was that you could buy, put in your pack, but it was all, you know, Cliff Bars and all this stuff. I mean, I looked around and there's absolutely nothing here that fits my low carb diet. So how you resupply in those places? I know one guy was saying he did a lot of Dollar General stores, you know, Spam, cream cheese, things like that. I just, yeah, I don't know, but man, I just want to publicly say thank you to Moneypenny, and I'm sure I'm going to do that a lot over the next couple months. But makes all the even you know, I do a video, say, hey, could you look at that and tell me, you know, did I do this right or do that right? She does all that for me to help me out. So big shout out to Moneypenny. Love you, babe. So another thing I wanted to point out, you know, I talked about the Flex Tail little air pump that blows up my air mattress. Don't recommend it. So please don't buy that thing based on my recommendation from before. I had used it, I didn't have a problem with it, but out here it gets hot really quick, and as soon as it gets hot it turns off. And I mean, I can't blow up my Thermarest or my Nemo tensor. Not enough air, it doesn't do it. As soon as it shuts off, I'll turn it back on, it'll go for about 3 seconds, turn right back off. So that thing's a goner here. I really was hopeful. I mean, it's kind of nice. You know, I think it's only worked 1 or 2 times, and that was when I first got it, when I was testing it out. I don't know that it has worked ever here on the AT to blow up my whole mattress. So I'm sure others have good experiences with them. You know, I bought mine. I seen a guy on YouTube. You know, I'm sure he was sponsored by him, but he talked about how he blew up 60 people's air mattresses. That's how long the battery goes, but battery life's not my problem. The problem I have is it gets hot and turns off as soon as it's hot. So just want to throw that out there in case you were considering buying one of those Flex Tail air pumps based on my recommendation. So definitely a lot of green down here. It's nice. So that thing on the tree right there, that's called a burl. I'm going to assume it's spelled B-U-R-L, burl. And you're probably wondering, hey 007, that ain't you talking about trees. The reason I bring that up is we met a couple, and he's into those burls, because you know I'm not. And his trail name is Fat Bottom Burl. And her name, no bloopers. Her name is Chicken Little. So I've been waiting for a burl, because you normally see them all over the place. Haven't seen one. Just to explain that, because when he said, I said, you know, your name, and he said Fat Bottom Burl. Fat Bottom Girl, like the AC/DC song? No, burl. Burls are what grows on trees. I thought, oh Jesus. Anyway, so there you go. So 2 trail names today: Fat Bottom Burl and Chicken Little. And he said, and the name Chicken Little is just like you think. So they're doing about 8-10 miles every day, keeping it that, and they're all happy. So it's all that matters. Okay, I said AC/DC with Fat Bottom Girl. I know it's not right. Just hit me. No, Queen sings Fat Bottom Girl. So sorry about that. Made the correction. Stand corrected. Hear traffic again. Trail's pretty nice right here though. Getting ready to come down the intersection here in a bit. But it's always funny to me now when I hear vehicles on the road, because out here on the AT you don't hear that a whole lot. Not something I expect to see walking on the AT. Let's see what this looks like. Well, here we have it. Construction. Pretty sure we're crossing the road. Just don't know where yet. But the first thing we're going to do is hit this trash can up. That's something you learn to appreciate, like in the AT, when you can dump your trash, because you're carrying it all the time. So this kind of threw us for a loop. The crossing should go straight across the road, but all the construction, and it's not really clear. But a guy stopped and said, yeah, you just follow the concrete barrier down and crosses the road. So we're wondering what this adds to our 2001 97.4, because we're keeping an account. All right. Brown Fork Gap 2.4. You think they recalibrated that? I bet. Oh shit. Moving. And then we're going up. Just can't seem to get out of the fog today to get a good view. Hoping this afternoon maybe the sun breaks through and we'll get something. But for the most part, this is what we've been looking at all day. Now we're 7.7 miles into the day. We still got a little bit to go, but we'll see.
Good to get the pack off again.
Yep, Brown Fork Gap Shelter. Right down this little trail. AT goes that way. I'm gonna stop here. Kind of need water, and we're just gonna eat lunch. And we've decided. I mean, it's 10 till 12, so we're going to press on the next 3 miles. That puts us closer to Fontana Dam Shelter tomorrow. Look at this. Well, that's a cool bridge. Crazy. It's a Brown Gap Shelter. They all look pretty much the same. Some are a little different. Well, the sun finally came out and burned off the fog, I think. I don't know if you can see it, but through the trees back there is Fontana Lake, looks like. So we must be getting close. Not today, but tomorrow we'll be there. Another view of the lake. First really good views of the day. Just been waiting for the sun to burn the fog off. Inside as well. I know you gotta look through the trees, but man, I knew I'd get rewarded with a good view if I kept with it long enough. Whew. A little different look to the trail. Normally a lot more wide open. Just cut this bad boy through all the bushes. Still all good though. Gotta negotiate this fun every now and then. Guess this is preparing us for, oh good lord, for Pennsylvania later on, and it's probably a whole lot worse than this. All right. Got about a mile to go in this 15-mile day. It was all Tripp's idea.
I don't know about that.
All right, everybody, gonna wrap up day 16. Of course, as you can tell, I'm reading off my notes. So we started Sassafras this morning at Sassafras Gap Shelter, and the intent was to do about 9.1 miles. That didn't work out. We knew we had one big climb, actually probably two. We were going to stop at Brown Fork Gap, but that was only 9 miles, and that meant tomorrow we'd have, man, like 13 miles to get to Fontana Village, and we want to just kind of relax in that area, so we want to get there early. So about midway we decided there's a campground another 3 miles on that made it 12 miles, and we would stop at the campground, and that would cut off, you know, then it's just 10 miles tomorrow. Then we got to that campground. It was pretty windy. It just didn't look good, and so we decided, let's just do another 3. So we ended up here at I think it's Cable Gap Shelter, I think. which is where we ended up. So we ended up doing 15.4 miles today, which I think is my longest day so far. Feel good, but we got that done, and now we just have 6.6 miles tomorrow morning to get to Fontana Village. I'm spending the night in the village at a lodge. I think Tripp is going to stay at the Hilton shelter. So yeah, and then that's Sunday, and then Monday we start the Smoky Mountains. So we did 15.4 miles. So I'm at 159.4 total miles right now on the AT. Elevation today was 3,800 feet. Not as bad as yesterday, but the 3,800 feet yesterday was all within, you know, the 6 miles. It was brutal. Today, you know, we thought it's a Chia bald. It's 5,000 feet. That was right after we left the shelter this morning, and so we thought that was our big climb of the day. Turns out that was not the big climb of the day. I didn't really look at AWOL's guide very well, because after we got done today and everybody's talking about, man, that one hill was just brutal, I look on AWOL's guide and it calls that hill Jacob's Ladder. And my experience now is if they give it a special name, there's a reason. And that thing, you know, it was only 3,800 feet in elevation, but the way it started, it was just straight up and there was no switchbacks. And that thing, man, definitely made an impression on me. So yeah, so that's kind of the deal on today. But all in all, those two hills, and yeah, we're doing good. 15 miles, can't complain right now. So my blood sugars this morning, I was 86, which is impressive, seeing how I ate pretty much my lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner all last night at about 7 p.m. I was 142 at lunch, and I think it had a little bit to do, some Money Penny, she'll throw in a little thing of peanut butter every now and then, you know, one of those little squeezable things. So this morning I had a cup of coffee and my keto drop and that peanut butter, and man, that peanut butter was good. So I was 142 at lunch, and then I was 110 here just a few minutes ago. I'm getting ready to eat, and counting the food I'm getting ready to eat, I'm at 29 carbs for the day with that peanut butter. So not too bad. Everything's doing pretty good. There's a 50% chance of rain in the morning. But yeah, tomorrow will be Fontana Dam, or Fontana Village. And yeah, appreciate everybody watching, and the comments keeps me going. If you like what you see, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow.